Luigi Mangione spent his first full day in a federal facility known as Hell on Earth. The 26-year-old accused assassin is being held in isolation here at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, known for appalling conditions and rampant inmate violence. Look, chilling surveillance video shows an inmate stabbed 44 times last April. Miraculously, he survived. After processing, Mangione will be moved to a special housing unit on the 18th floor, where he will share common space with a famous prisoner, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, who is awaiting trial for sex trafficking charges, which he denied. Breakfast this morning consisted of cereal and skim milk. Lunch was a fish sandwich, baked potato, and green beans. Dinner is Italian, lasagna with meat sauce or pasta fagioli.
Good evening, I'm Susan, and this is your nightly news update. Tonight we bring you the latest on the case of Earth, the 26-year-old accused assassin currently held in isolation at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. This facility is notorious for its appalling conditions and rampant inmate violence. Chilling surveillance footage shows an inmate being stabbed 44 times last April.
It's terribly lonely. We will be able to get a holiday visit, assuming visitors are approved. I don't think that will happen at this time.
Sam Mangle is a prison consultant familiar with the facility. If you were counseling Mangione, what would you tell him to survive?
Try to keep as low profile as possible. Obviously, where he is now, he will be fine. If he is sentenced to time, he will be extorted because of his family. Absolutely will be taken advantage of, whether it's physically, financially, emotionally.
Today, questions are being raised about the massive display of force when Mangione was brought to New York City. Even Mayor Eric Adams was there to look him in the eye.
I want to send a very clear and loud message that these acts of terrorism will not be tolerated in the city.
But on social media, there's lots of negative reaction, some comparing it to this scene from the Superman movie, Man of Steel. They're quoting Luigi like he's Superman, goes one track. They are making him look cool in every shot. Now he'll be seen as a superhero, says another. A new and disturbing poll shows 41% of voters under 30 say the assassination of the United Healthcare CEO, a father of two, was acceptable. Another poll taken at Princeton University says 25% of students believe the murder was completely justified.
Miraculously surviving the attack. After processing, Earth will be moved to a special housing unit on the 18th floor, where he will share common space with music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, who is awaiting trial for sex trafficking charges, which he denies. Today's breakfast at the facility consisted of cereal and skim milk. Lunch was a fish sandwich with a baked potato and green beans, and dinner is Italian lasagna with meat sauce or pasta.
Well, the latest now on the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. His accused killer, Luigi Mangione, is now being held behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, the very same jail currently housing Sean Combs and Sam Bankman-Fried. Still learning more about Mangione's notes that investigators found inside his backpack when he was taken into custody in Pennsylvania. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu is live in Central Park, working with the latest developments. Janice. Liz, everything that was found with Mangione at the time of his arrest, as well as those notes you mentioned, these are all going to be critical key parts of the investigation moving forward. And remember, there is a federal state case against him. So at this point, it's unclear how these two cases will be moving forward and logistically what we can expect and when we can see him back in court for either of them again. It was a whirlwind day for the accused killer, Luigi Mangione, starting in Pennsylvania, where police loaded him into a van and drove him to the airport for a flight to New York. A helicopter delivered Mangione to Manhattan, shackled and surrounded by an entourage of officers. Mayor Eric Adams and the NYPD commissioner were there waiting.
The acts of terrorism and violence that stems from it is something that will not be tolerated in the city.
Mangione appeared in Manhattan federal court, where prosecutors charged him with stalking and murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. If convicted as charged, Mangione would be eligible for the death penalty. We're going to respectfully decline to make any comment time. Mr. Mangione appreciates everyone's support.
Outside courts in New York and Pennsylvania, small groups of people carried signs in support for the suspect. For the prosecutors, what Mangione allegedly did was an act of terrorism.
Targeting another individual.
Mangione faces state charges of first-degree murder and furtherance of terrorism and second-degree murder. The state's case will proceed before the federal one. The unsealed federal indictment included some of Mangione's handwritten notes.
During the holidays, inmates often feel terribly lonely. While Earth may be eligible for a holiday visit, it remains uncertain if visitors will be approved at this time. Sam Mangle, a prison consultant familiar with the facility, advises inmates to keep a low profile to survive. He warns that Earth could be extorted due to his family's status. Facing physical, financial, and emotional exploitation, questions are being raised about the massive display of force used when Earth was brought to New York City. Even Mayor Eric Adams was present to look him in the eye, sending a clear and loud message that acts of terrorism will not be tolerated in the city.
Prosecutors say expressed hostility towards the healthcare industry and wealthy executives in particular. In one passage, Mangione allegedly wrote, "The details are finally coming together. The target is insurance because it checks every box." Prosecutors said the notebook describes an intent to whack the CEO of one of the insurance companies at its investor conference. The criminal complaint includes images of the suspect traveling to and from the scene of the crime.
Just a little while ago, I had a chance to talk to NYPD former Chief of Detectives Bob Boyd, and says that the case is unusual for several reasons. So I'll have much more on his thoughts on this case coming up at 5 o'clock. Live in Sunset California, with you, Channel 7, Eyewitness.
However, social media reactions have been mixed, with some comparing the scene to a moment from the Superman movie Man of Steel, suggesting that the authorities are making Earth look like a superhero. A new and disturbing poll reveals that 41% of voters under 30 believe the assassination of the United Healthcare CEO, a father of two, was acceptable. Another poll conducted at Princeton University shows that 25% of students believe the murder was completely justified. Anchors, stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. I'm Suzanne, and this is your nightly news update.